Imagine a world where the ocean is vast and mysterious, teeming with life and secrets. This is where our story begins, with a man named Jonah. Jonah was a prophet, chosen to deliver messages from God. But when he received a command to go to Nineveh, a city notorious for its wickedness, he hesitated. Instead of obeying, he boarded a ship bound for Tarshish, hoping to escape his divine mission. As the ship sailed, dark clouds gathered, and a fierce storm erupted. The waves crashed against the vessel, threatening to tear it apart. The sailors, terrified and desperate, cried out to their gods, casting cargo overboard to lighten the load. But Jonah, asleep in the hold, was oblivious to the chaos above. When the captain found him, he urged Jonah to pray to his God, hoping for mercy. The storm raged on, and the sailors decided to cast lots to determine who was responsible for their misfortune. The lot fell on Jonah. Realizing he was the cause of their peril, he confessed. "I am a Hebrew," he said, "and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." The sailors, now even more afraid, asked what they should do to calm the storm. Jonah knew the answer. "Throw me into the sea, and it will become calm." Reluctantly, the sailors obeyed. As Jonah plunged into the depths, the storm ceased, and the sea became still. But Jonah's journey was far from over. God had prepared a great fish to swallow him whole. Inside the belly of this creature, Jonah found himself in darkness, surrounded by the stench of the ocean. It was here, in this unlikely sanctuary, that he began to pray. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah wrestled with his thoughts, reflecting on his disobedience and the mercy of God. He cried out, "In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me." His prayers were a mix of fear, repentance, and hope. Finally, God commanded the fish to spit Jonah out onto dry land. Emerging from the depths, Jonah was transformed. He realized the importance of obedience and the depth of God's mercy. This time, he set out for Nineveh, determined to deliver the message of repentance. When he arrived, he proclaimed, 40 more days and Nineveh will be overthrown." To his astonishment, the people of Nineveh believed his message. From the king to the commoners, they repented in sackcloth and ashes, turning away from their wickedness. But Jonah was not pleased. He had hoped for Nineveh's destruction, not its salvation. He withdrew to a place outside the city, angry and confused. God, in his compassion, provided a leafy plant to shade Jonah from the sun. But the next day, a worm attacked the plant, causing it to wither. Jonah was furious, wishing for death. In that moment, God asked him, "Is it right for you to be angry about the plant?" Jonah replied, "It is. I'm so angry. I wish I were dead." God then pointed out the irony. Jonah cared more for a plant than for the thousands of people in Nineveh who didn't know their right hand from their left. This story of Jonah and the whale is not just about a man and a fish. It's about mercy, obedience, and the boundless love of God. It reminds us that no one is beyond redemption and that sometimes our greatest challenges lead to our most profound transformations. Jonah's journey teaches us that even in our darkest moments, there is always a chance for a new beginning.